Theme Park Tycoon has updated and added a Firetruck, a new spinning roller coaster, wooden skins, a guest rework with how they like walk around and way more. So let's just get straight into this. So let's just get into what has been added new to the game, and let's just start straight off with the spinning coaster. Of course, this is the thing we knew was going to be in the update because of the new step, but this is the ride that has been added. It is based off the sort of like the Maurer spinning coaster, like these ones in real life, which are very fun. And the trains itself, like basically as always, are extremely detailed. The colors of it are a bit curious, but I think they are based on like Ninja Fear and Force, or at least they sort of look like that. But no, they just look again really good. As with the extreme spinning coaster, if you go to the operations, you can change the gravity multiplier, spinning the vehicle weight, and the spinning drag. Those three settings you can change around with to like make it spin more or less. Alright, let me just build very quickly a layout to show you guys how it goes. And while I'm building this, sadly this does not have the like lift hill pieces, which kinda disappointing. I kinda hope they will be in the game, but of course you do have the unlock spinning, lock spinning, and lock and reset spinning to sort of like, of course, control the spinning and make it spin on certain times and maybe sometimes not. So at the top you normally place like an unlock piece, and at the bottom you place normally a lock. There we go, that's just a very quick layout, which is nothing too special. Let's put it on testing and let's have a look on how it like spins and all the stuff. I have just kept on, the normal settings. So from the start on, it automatically already spins. Okay, that's good to know, since at the top I also let it unlock, but that does not matter if I'm correct. Here we are going down, and we are actually spinning quite nice. And of course, every time you do this coaster, it is going to be spinning different. So maybe this time I'm spinning a lot, but next time it could be a lot less. I hope we're actually going to make that. Oh my, that's maybe a bit too slow, but we get the point of it. And then just some S-bands, and it just looks very nice. And then once we're at the end, we are at the brakes, and then I've placed like a piece where it like automatically goes back into its point. And there we go. Very nice roller coaster. Let's continue. So the next thing that is added is a new thing for the car ride. So let me just place first the normal car ride, just this simple thing. So of course this is the normal skin for the car ride, but when we go to appearance and we go all the way to the side, we have the Firetruck. This one is 3,000 credits, and this one looks amazing. This is huge, extremely themed. You can see it even goes through like the blueprint one, but I don't know how much this one is going to be used. Just the lights being flickering down. I feel like this one is perfect for if you're like building a city and you just want to have like some fire police. Since we now of course got the police car, we now got the Firetruck. Are we going to get like an ambulance maybe also in the future? But this one is really big, that it does start to clip on some points, but detail on it is really high. It even has like a gear stick for some reason. It has like the ladder on top, like this water gun, and just very nice. Then next up is something I've been wanting now since we got that thing from day one, and that is for the wooden coaster. We got 2 new skins for the wooden coaster, which you buy with 2,500 credits, but you get both of them, so they're sort of like bought in a pack. Let me just plop down the basic blueprint. We all get it. This is of course what we always had with like the not too detailed trains, but I'm actually surprised he made a skin for this, since the trains itself are a bit different. So we got classic trains with either 2 or 3. I will just be showing off the 3 one, but the 2 one is basically the same. So with the 3, as you can see, the whole like underside of the coaster is completely different than the old one. If we just put this on open and we get in here, of course as always the restraints go down, and this is just again really cool. And with this coaster you can like really start to create some very old roller coasters, or like coasters like El Toro that I think, if I'm correct, use these type of trains. I do have to say that these trains are longer than of course the 2 or the 1 trains that you have. So we basically have the 1, 2 and 3 trains, which is really cool. But it does do some weird things with some of the wheels, that it is not 100% on the track, but you should, I guess, just not look too much at that. For the people wondering, at the moment the train length is 3 and the trains itself are also 3. So if I make the trains like too long, so I have them like these, I can actually increase the train length to 4. So you can actually also change it depending on the skin, which is very cool. Then there is another change which came sort of out of the blue, and that is for the suspended swinging coaster. This is of course quite an old roller coaster, but this one got its physics revamped. I do not know why, it's kinda random, but basically what it has done is made the coaster behave more realistic, and the swinging itself is more realistic. I made this random layout, and in my opinion it sort of does swing less, but it also said depending on like the weight in the cart, it swings different, and each train is also swinging on its own. So you can see like all of them are not exactly in front of each other, like they all do just a little bit of a different thing. And yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I don't know if it fixes stuff or like it was for some improvements, but I guess it's a welcome addition. And then there is one more thing where I will have to load in a theme park, and here we are. So you might ask, why are we in this old theme park with guests? That's because the guests have had a sort of revamp, or like how they behave. So normally guests just selected a random thing in your park and went there. It didn't matter if he wanted to go to like this refreshing fruit stall or the same refreshing fruit stall that's in the other side of the park. It just chose one randomly. So what's now going to happen is that it's going to select things that are close to him. So let's say this guest here is walking and wants a fruit stall. It means it's not going to go anymore on the one all the way in the back. It's going to go to the one that's closest, which hopefully will improve a lot of like all the guests staying in like the same thing. Since what he also changed is that the guests can now go through like parks with a lot harder path system. When you normally build a park, you usually see that most guests are staying at the front of your park, even if you don't have that many rides there. That hopefully is now not happening anymore. So all the guests, of course, I do have most rides at the front of the park, but that also means at the back they should be getting more guests because they are now more selective of what they want. They can hopefully get less stuck in like parks that are like where am I going and all that stuff. So hopefully that should have been greatly improved. Of course, I have no idea if this is going to change anything for money farms or how that really affects with how much money you earn. Maybe it's better, maybe it's worse, but I guess only time will tell. It is a bit of a all over the place update, but it's a nice update. We got some things we've been wanting for quite a long time, with the wooden coaster skins, a spinning coaster, and for some reason this update feels more of like a update preparing for something bigger. Why did we get a guest overhaul? Are we going to get something maybe with new paths? Are we going to get curved paths? So yeah, the guests can traverse more complex paths. Who knows? Why did we get revamped swing physics out of nowhere, where well no one is really using that right, or no one really cares about how the physics were in the first place? It just feels, why did he do that? Maybe he's running out of ideas, or maybe he is planning things ahead for a future update, which might include those physics or those guests behaving different. But that's of course what we'll be seeing in the future. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe on my channel so you don't miss any future update videos. So guys, I will say as always, goodbye.